many tools available that can go on.
The Oki King. Yeah, this is going to be exciting. We have Bad Box Art versus Rockman.
Yes, indeed. They are both the classic Mega Man, I guess. But
yeah, I've started to refer to iconic original as Rockman just because I think it's easier as a differentiator.
Rock is good. Oh, and it looks like the Bad Box Art version's getting the hit. CaptainBackpak has managed to inflict a lot of damage on Zaroio already, both on the point character and on Dudley as an assist.
I think Backpack is the first person to do this, where the interesting thing about Bad Box Art Mega Man is you ask the question, how can a zoner be so footsie-based? Exactly like Backpack, but beat plane! It's beat plane!
When both of them are down to a pixel, investing those resources, will it be enough to kill? Tag comes out and Bad Box Art manages to survive.
I have a lot to say about Magma Dragoon, but it's mostly ow.
He does insane
chunks of damage when he gets a hand.
Okay, let's see if he's able to get the confirmed. It looks like the height was a little bit off, and because of that, DLC5 Vergil survives. Going to go for some... Oh, a Helmbreaker into the fire! I don't know if that's what Zaroio wanted, but sometimes they do play for the memes.
Using that 8-ball assist, I wonder what Backpack has as a final set play plan for that.
Oh, the explosion was big enough to catch Mega Man there. Very good use of the super there by CaptainBackpak.
This, a recent hero character. The last buff made Dudley incredibly good, like a Wolverine at just being a glue-style rushdown character.
And X Factor on both sides being used. Zaroio has the opportunity to try and make this work. Kill Bad Box Art Mega Man. What's the incoming? Oh, hit with the meaty. And now has enough meters that they could use level 3 if they get a hit here on 8-ball.
I'm going to be super careful when fighting 8-ball. 8-ball's ability to stall in the sky is going to be a pain for Dudley, if that's a choice Backpack wants to take.
Ooh, and gets the combo, has meter on deck. How do they choose to invest it?
Ooh, gets the off the ground, and that worked, damn.
Nice work.
Marvel's 8-ball, an oddity villain showing up in our meta to be very venomous, if you get my drift.
Definitely has that pool Q on lock. And Vergil, on the other hand, has a sword on lock. And swords are pretty good too. Oh, but ended up spending a meter and not doing that much damage in the process. So this is looking very possibly good for CaptainBackpak, where even though they're down half a life bar, they're up 2 meters. And, oh, but this is the chance for Zaroio. Assist.
Goes for a punish DHC.
Oh, it looked like the judgment cuts, even though they tracked Magma Dragoon, the column was big enough that it ate one. The very hungry column is quite dangerous and protects Dragoon quite well.
Just using a lot of that demon flip on Magma Dragoon, but I think it's a struggle bus when coming into these big sword normals like that to make that your point of travel.
Ooh, and now round trip gets thrown up, and had comboed into it, but not quite. And the launch is similar, even though his legs are 3 times longer. There was a count for Bad Box Art Mega Man, and Zaroio got the punish.
And yeah, Rockman definitely the character to put pattern-based zoning in Marvel on the map. You see the same thing between being able to cancel specials as well as just sequence his H-Buster calls like that.
And the duration of this charge lets them get some potentially very good stuff. Oh, but happy birthday for CaptainBackpak! Does this combo
That's
properly on
clean.
happy birthday? It does. Oh, got through the armor just in time. I thought that Backpack was about to explode because that armor took the first hit, but 8-ball just fast enough to make it work.
Was it the ball he put out giving him an extra hit?
Unclear, but very nice work. Clutch by Backpack there. Okay, let's see how Zaroio tries to adjust to this. They have gotten down to the anchor, but then killing 8-ball has been a challenge.
Are we gonna run Remy, or does he have something else in his back pocket?
Oh, it looks like the Cajun is coming out. When your soul calls,
the Cajun escape his way. I like putting 2 large-limbed characters in this team, but who's the anchor to support this?
Is Dudley still going to be the main thing? Because Dudley's assist did some work in each of those games.
Zaroio needs a quick reconnect, so we're just going to get that in on him. Yeah, no, it's nice to see Dudley into the roster. He was in Third Strike, one of those significant set play characters with a good amount of footsie mix and just between the rows and sway setups. And it's not one-to-one, but we have Wolverine, who's a character that when he glues to you, really hard to deal with, but once you start to space him, it becomes a difficult time for him, and Dudley falls into that same realm. Strong when you need him to, weak in some matchups, but that's fine for palette swap. We don't have Vergil, we don't have Morgan.
Though we do have bad box art Mega Man, and I'm curious if he's in the height range where he needs to deal with the running gun when he's crouching. Because I think all the characters that need to block that when they're crouching have a pretty hard time in the matchup. But then all the characters who get to just like crouch it for free and punish him have a much easier time fighting bad box art Mega Man. But now he's there.
Bad box art, definitely more of a frame-based character because you have access to that burst with the shield or you have the frame trap projectiles, but when you overcommit like that, you just get punished.
But the Gambit is working out for Zaroio this time. Got bad box art killed. And Magma Dragoon down to half health. Ooh, down to less than half health. Didn't get a punish there, but does get to get back in.
From Backpack. Yeah, that whiffs weirdly on certain character hitboxes. You can confirm it to the timing shifts a lot. I think that covers. Yeah, it does cover.
I think that Zaroio just let it drop. But Deep Stinger actually is just invulnerable to projectiles, so it would have been fine. But because they DHC'd
One more after this?
Oh, it's enough! Oh, it's way more than enough. He still had like 30% of the super left.
That 8-ball assist is a little scary on pressure like that.
And now with 8-ball coming in, they have some balls on the screen that they could utilize because the assist sets it up.
It's stalling out this pressure without getting hit just like this, because one thing DMC5 may even surpass base Vergil on is unique confirm angles.
Oh, what a great flight there by CaptainBackpak to get over the cross-up.
Goes for a frame trap, sets up the Q. Much like his source character, there's an incredibly good amount of Oki compatibility for 8-ball, but wow, Zaroio's like, hey, I know you're going to pose and put something on the screen. I'm going to wash into you.
With Gambit doing the damage here, he will build up meter to DHC if that's what he wants. Oh, decides to not spend. But it does look like Gambit has been a much better decision going to the bad box art Mega Man.
The durability on cards and their low angle is stopping the zoning completely.
And the footsie's range is just super scary for bad box art because that stick is such a far-reaching tool.
This looks bad. We're already on to the anchor. Because, like all Akuma likes characters, low HP.
Indeed. But 8-Ball, this time 8-Ball has access to X Factor. Will that be the changing factor? Gets to play combo.
Gonna build another bar before they have to spend. That's nice. Oh.
Oh, unlike other flight characters, the Unfly has a very long animation for 8-Ball. Oh, and the uppercut with the armor. This is going to be enough to seal the deal. No DHC necessary. And with that, Zaroio ties it up 2-2.
Okay, Backpack has one more round to see if he can figure out an adaptation, because the neutral shift has been hitting him hard, just as you said.
Oh, but this time, Bad Box Art Mega Man manages to reverse the situation, has the combo in the corner, going to be able to build up a decent amount of meter in the process. Oh, but the shot didn't quite come out. I believe the Bad Box Art Mega Man has a different timing to do with his long range Goo OTG and his close range triple shot OTG. So because the corner was up there, it may have mixed up CaptainBackpak's timings.
See, let's see. Put a lot of pressure on the screen with that still hit down.
Okay, so Judgment cuts. Oh, went it straight into some footsies buttons. Going to be able to kill off Magma Dragoon. Has quite a lead here. But we've seen 8-Ball be very threatening for Backpack, even though this is a brand new character. Oh, is this the 8-Ball comeback? Oh no, didn't get the ground bounce that they would have at normal speed timing, but I guess an X Factor, the little pop-up is a little too high. Zaroio almost confirmed there. That would have been miraculous.
We used that as a stall tactic. That did eat all your bar, but definitely putting Backpack in a bad position for bar is fine when there's no X Factor.
Oh, and meter is available. This is looking very scary. Blistering Swords is activated.
Go to chip. Just for another opportunity. This is not going to work.
Okay, you could do this in 38 seconds, but Zaroio swings on incoming and takes the game 5. Excellent work to Zaroio in bringing it back, and great work to Backpack in showing us a really unique and original team and then doing cool stuff with it.
And I think there's a lot of
aesthetically aligned with metallic clasps for some reason, but we have Asura into Cammy at the moment, which is quite a way to start a match. Both of these characters just want to swing at people, don't they, Wizard?
Across the board, yes. Asura, I think this may be the first player who's really started to utilize the new tools. He got his momentum reworked a long time ago now, and for a while people just went off the radar when playing him.
Okay, so Krauser against Psylocke. Looks like Psylocke trying to use the air mobility and Psy-Flashes in order to just control the screen. But Krauser, unlike Psylocke, guard breaks himself when he does those daggers in the air. They're such a powerful tool that covers such great angles, but if you're wrong with them, someone just gets to come in and take you out as the vulnerable Krauser. ProCrazyChris getting the... Was that a cross-up?
Yes. Wolverine is a very strong character in a lot of players' hands. She is starting to become the tried and true tool of multiple high placers in Palette Swap. Oh no, that's not safe!
Ooh, and when the person you're fighting is Asura, things are doubly unsafe because this man can do some damage. Oh, it dropped there, but this is going to chip quite a lot, and Dante DHC is available.
That's some cheap stuff right there. What a smart escape.
great use of Maelstrom. The invulnerability and reach was enough to stop Dante from having Round Harvest on screen, but and wisely tagging out, because if you have the chance to get some red life back as a character, especially if you see they're doing a zoning pattern or something that they will not be able to punish your tag out of. Oh, but who needs to punish a tag when you could mix someone by going for their toes when they think they're safe, Wizard Tim?
That's correct, and now you get access to some of these scariest set play entrances here. Either get chipped or get hit, and he can just make that safe at any point he wants.
Okay, Devil Trigger is gone. The hit happened but didn't confirm, and because of that, looks like RedGrave getting in there with the DMC1 Dante and closing out the first game.
Yeah, chat thinks RedGrave used to go by another name, and they are certainly looking very seasoned.
Definitely the case, but ProCrazyChris also showing their seasoning. Looks like they got something tasty cooking because they're hitting Asura, but even if you hit Asura well, when you hit Asura well, if you're a character like Cammy here, you go for a reset because he has 1.25 million life. He is a very healthy God Slayer, but if you reset intelligently, you can set up a situation where you get a kill and still have bonus meter. What a great decision there by ProCrazyChris.
Krauser did a lot, and definitely I think Chris might be respecting the character a little too much, as we're seeing a lot of evasion from Cammy as opposed to going in, and yeah, not a lot of commitment.
Ooh, but that Psylocke assist did the committing for them, was able to secure the hit. Is this going to be the weird hit? Manages to get the more decent one, and has pressure in the corner with Psylocke assist. This is looking very solid for ProCrazyChris, but there's still X Factor available. There is still all of the meter on deck, and DMC1 Dante, he could go through a team very quickly if given the chance.
One of the biggest top tiers that's slept on is a lot of the unique tech for Dante, but Chris has at least fought other players at this level and knows how to take care of the problem.
And with that, DHC going to be able to close it out. ProCrazyChris tying up the score 1-1. Oh, investing the X, but then doesn't have either the assist timing or something. And because of that, ends up needing to reset, but is fine. Oh no, it's not fine. Let Asura live and DHC into the attack. But because of going into the hitting super instead of into the arm, that means Krauser is going to lose his life. And all of that red life meant that ProCrazyChris is still going to have 2 meters on deck afterwards. Kevin, it is 1-1 to my understanding.
Asura got out, but he just doesn't have the ability to escape. That high fall speed and slow maneuverability. That's cheap.
Ooh, the catch with the cannon spike. Oh, and ended up managing to get the hit despite the X Factor. Going to be able to kill off DMC1 Dante here and do it meterless. It looks like this is going to be ProCrazyChris going up 2-1 against RedGrave.
RedGrave, I said I was impressed with how well they're executing their characters, but they seem to be lacking a little bit in that struggle experience that Chris has become absolutely known for. He's been playing for like 2 years or more, and you can see he's just good under pressure.
And if you could get that many TACs, look at this, already at maximum meter. Though, I beseech thee. Oh no, got the wrong super. She has or she has an invulnerable thing that would have gotten through, but then must have gotten the mixed up input. And it's very scary to fight a character that could just become invulnerable without a flash. Oh, but gets in there. And the frame trap stinger works, but doesn't quite get the confirm. Okay, first time Krauser,
and gotta be careful with your toes when fighting one of the absolute most annoying lows in the game.
Manages to get the kill without X, but Asura gets the throw on incoming and manages to get Cammy back into the corner. Oh no, didn't get anything
drop you don't
after their
want.
S. I think
What's
he
interesting
oh
about RedGrave
needs
is they don't use the bionic arm at all.
that is quite interesting. Maybe scared because Cammy has her own invulnerable thing to go through. The cross up you saw Dante turn blue from the backside of Psylocke there. That was great mix, and with that, ProCrazyChris going to move on in the winner's side of the bracket, and RedGrave going to have to compete from the learner's
No.
side. It's true, and I have to. Oh, it looks like Jake against Marvel 2 Sentinel to start things off. Going into Hyper Sentinel Force doesn't end up catching anything, but has frame advantage, and it looks like Dobby killing off Sherry just as an assist. This is looking very scary for Vinny. And also, your boy Jake's getting much more play now that Dobbilicious has been bringing him out.
Yeah, I got to fight Dobby back at Combo Breaker when they were playing this character. As much as I think the matchup leads towards Sentinel, having Air Gun is still very good against the robot.
Airgun is a fundamentally good tool. Even though Sentinel has ways to deal with it, he needs to intentionally deal with it. He doesn't get to deal with it for free just by doing his basic game plan. I think that could have been the end of a Psylocke there, and now it might be goes in, invest the super. Do you think an X Factor's coming, or just cash out this damage and see if there's a mix?
Ooh, wow, that was a very lucky connection, and here comes the Sentinel Force. Does protect a little.
Got the knockdown, and because of that, couldn't get anything off the trade drones. And Vinny out here going to be able to get a knockdown in X Factor. Are they going to go for anything off this? Psylocke getting in there.
Man, the Legion stinks. Any other super would have punished there, but it pulled him so far back on the screen because of the pattern that he completely failed to whiff punish.
And the cross under by Vinny getting the kill. It looks like they're taking a game against one of the previous champions of multiple East Coast brackets, Dobbilicious. But again, this does not look like how Sherry wants to start the game, nor Sentinel, but even after the challenging start last time, things ended up working out okay for Vinny.
And yeah, just having gun against big bodies makes it a very successful tool. But, that stinks.
Got the catch into the guns, and Jake's left it a third of his life. Getting in there, and it looks like this time Sherry is going to at least get a chance to play, but Jake still gets in there to potentially kill her off, and does so without spending meters, so that means that there's tons of resources for Dobbilicious to work with. Did you like that bird incoming wizard, Tim? That was kind of nice.
True, but I appreciate how Vinny is just not afraid of that cross-up. Knows exactly what tool, and even better, has one of the best punish options between Sentinel Force, Killer Bee like that. That covers both angles really well.
Is happiness flowing through Kevin's heart because Raw S connected there? Jake on a pixel, and the pixel is gone. Psylocke's going to lose some red life, but this is still an advantageous position for Dobbilicious. But we've seen that Vinny's ability to mix up with Cammy with the drone assist has consistently been good. That didn't hit! Wizard Tim, tell me why that did not hit.
I've seen that happen. Because the tracking uses some frame when it registers, and Dobby was in the middle of a teleport, and Psylocke's teleport very quickly changes her coordinates.
That was a tragedy for Vinny.
Thank you, Brianna.
But not a tragedy for Dobby. Able to take advantage of the situation, close things out with the 2099, and tie up our set. And I feel like Sherry, as an assist, has been getting hit here pretty rough. Got the cross-up, but then didn't have the confirm off of it. Marvel 2 Sentinel going to do some damage here.
Ooh. Big drop there, and yeah, he is one of the fastest gap closers in pallet swap, so that's why Dobby runs that assist. If you do somehow get caught, he's suddenly next to you.
But this time, Sherry's coming in with more life than she has the previous times, and manages to hit with that Air S. Fetus just now learning about the music of rock, man, and roll. But Jake here getting hit. Is Cammy going to kill him? Will the resources be enough to get this done? DHC is available.
Possibly.
I think he's barely alive. Oh, he is. Oh, but Strider didn't end up dying. That's very fortunate for Dobbilicious, who is a big threat with Strider and can be a big threat with Psylocke as she tries to get in with these teleports.
Vinny definitely has proven in a lot of other brackets that their Sherry is a real deal character, but I think Dobby just has a really good understanding of what she's going to do. Ooh. Yeah, that tracking really suffers when Dobby's in a teleporter moving state like that.
Indeed. And is this going to be the mix? Dobby gets the hit, going to be able to get the kill pre-knock, and I'm going to have to hop off to play my match against Loading Demon off stream. Good luck and have fun, Loading Demon.
Exceptional tools. I do see just Vinny a little too much caution. Jake, we know, has an issue when you start to put projectiles or a little bit more brick wall tools in, but definitely that caution gives Dobby a lot of opportunities to really rev the throttle. And recognizing that would fall out, uses side thrust to get a little bit more damage, take out the assist character, and just put Sentinel in a bad place with zoning. Good use as a crossback there. Vinny definitely a character player who knows how to turn Cammy into a strong anchor, but Dobby, the idea was to suppress the option, but now you are down the sights and this character is ready to go. Doesn't run for the X Factor, tries for a quick reset, wants to keep as much time as possible, but that may have been the critical misplay. I'm not even sure that was intentional, but Dobby, understanding the incredible heel hook hitbox with Jake, managed to keep that combo going a bit longer, but still, Cammy lives and she still has X. You can see a change of goal, just keeping safe normals and trying to run out little limbs and things. Vinny doing a really good job of making sure they didn't commit too hard until Dobby did it first. Strider can definitely get out of this mix, but you have to be a little bit more cautious when swinging. I say as mashing power comes in, but here we go. Ooh, that big last drop. Vinny so close. A strong headwind leads Dobby to send Vinny to the Shark Tank. I would be shocked if this is the last we saw of them on stream. They have been so great in other brackets. But how far Young Legend has mastered Kyoko, you're in for a treat. She is, I think, the first time we've seen a hardcore grappler character in the palette swap system. And she has some cool SPD Oki style gameplay. Azurada, definitely one of those people who have started to put Blade of Scion on the map. You can see his strong poking and damage makes up for his slow speed, but now it's time for the blender. Young Legend goes for the confirmable command throw follow-up off the ground. Doesn't get it, but luckily able to create a snap trap like that. Goes for it one more time. He has to respect the heavy weight, just goes for another quick reset. Good use of Rockman options across the board to make sure you keep your combos very tight. He has a tricky long combos because a lot of them require charge buster cancels. Over simple stuff like that into the TAC, definitely showing that Azurada knows what they need to do to win, but ooh, a little too much respect yields the dead character. Good choice of a forward-facing mix-up. Just going to churn as much damage as they can, Young Legend here. And this is where Azurada is a little bit less confident in what he can do to escape the corner. Going to rely on Beat Plane to open up that space again. And I guess X Factor was always in the cards there, but overcommits. But Young Legend activates X Factor but doesn't get the punish. And one of my favorite anchors, Charlie, going to take one and put Azurada on the board. This matchup is very based on whether or not these walls of projectiles are going to keep Kyoko out. As a pure sort of rushdown specialist kind of character, you can see what happens is going to be entirely based off of how much permission you give her to move. And Hinata assist insanely good at finishing lockdown positions, but it's going to be side thrust that opens up at that wider screen range. Oh, that huge drop on the thinner character body type. Gets it again. I'm probably going to play it much safer here, using the assist to get that last little chunk of damage. It looked like he was going to drop. And now, too much respect. Hinata is insanely quick as far as this kind of rushdown archetype goes. And specifically after the last update, got a lot more zoning pressure options. Recognizing the threat, going to go into the level 3, guarantees the kill, and now we're possibly going to see one of the new corner options this character gets. Yep, just like that. Fireball forward in the air are now these little energy bursts. The light one creates an elevator-like descent. The medium, a flip over, and the heavy is like a basically Storm's Air H. It's a very meaty, like hanging button that drops. And between that, Hinata now in the air is a lot scarier. And also a lot safer. Gets a classic cross under into the multiple ladders. X Factor for consistency. And this is Young Legend showing off why this is their signature character. Ooh. Someone's button wrong? Looks like it. Sometimes in Parsec you get a little ahead of yourself and that's always a problem, but looks like he's got it fixed now. I think both players are going to play that out. Let's see, what are you going to use here? Just standard DHC. Going to get a good amount of damage, but Kyoko, luckily a fairly healthy character. Now, with the ladder combo, going to find 3 bars into the kill if they want. Gets the further extension and one more pickup off of that. Legend is not going to respect that reset and instead just plays to a level 3 kill on the Rockman here. Oh, runs into the counter, but too far. Azurada had the right, but not the commitment. And it feels like a bit of conditioning. Azurada not willing to shift over and use that special counter state from Blade of Scion at all. It's definitely one of the things that gives them a lot of advantage in close range matchups like this, but Legend seems to have done a really good job of just compelling them to not do it. Nice thing about this Kyoko super, you get a good amount of Oki afterwards. Not able to commit to it though, and Charlie, one of my favorite anchors, falling pretty quickly to this rushdown pressure, it looks like. Ooh. I'm not sure exactly what led to that result, but both players hitting things they don't want, but it's fine. Charlie so strong without any meter and X Factor. Just an absolute anchor of choice when you want consistent combo kills. And V-Trigger activated, being able to dash cancel a lot of their pressure options when it comes to specials, but it doesn't matter if you find this confirmed. Legend knows a very easy, mostly, quick kill there, but it's fine. He has taken all of the X Factor time, and chip is going to be a major factor. Just like that. Both players doing very well at their teams and configurations, but as just always coming up a little short for Azurada. Possibly going to remove Rockman, the newest character, definitely the least time to cook, and put in Guile. I see the plan. A character that's strong in projectiles against a couple characters that actually don't deal with them very well. Definitely we are seeking a neutral advantage state, and I think this is a pretty strong call on that board. About half of Kyoko's life and Guile barely a scratch on them. Assists not really counting in this case. We go for Hurricane, finds a quick punish there, and this is just looking so much better for Azurada under pressure. Legend taking a very aggressive stance, tries to get a confirm, swinging straight out of his incoming, but Azurada now looking tight and prepared for everything. This is not the moment to let the sweat on the stick get to you. You need to play with enough caution for both players, as they are doing a very good job of turning hits into kills. To bring them to the mid-screen and try for the cross reset. Didn't find it, but this is still looking okay for Legend. Hinata barely not able to cross that gap, and now it's up to the Psylocke. We've seen it before, but this is feeling pretty hard. Early X is definitely going to spend a lot of it to kill Blade. He is a high HP character, and she doesn't do that much damage per rep. And stylish or otherwise, that is about half of the X factor to get that kill. Gets punished by the Sonic. That was a level 3. And now close to no life. It is all about being cautious. Charlie easily in X Factor able to get this confirmed, but Young Legend playing with a lot of heart. Ooh. Possibly, yes. Able to completely bait something out of Azurada and make that comeback. I don't know what the choice was, but that lost absolutely to Young Legend's pressure. And it brings me a lot of joy to say that Azurada is playing really well tonight, but Young Legend definitely going. You're just in time. We are coming into Dobbilicious versus Chris, and he's already brought back out the Monster Hunter. I feel like this character can be a little struggling against Cammy because of how good she crosses everything.
Could be scary, but it looks like with this hit, it is very scary. Wasn't ProCrazyChris using the side thrust assist last time? I wonder what about this matchup makes them
burying it.
Right?
I think it's because Dobbilicious has a habit of jumping.
Could be. Oh, I have another off-match stream. Good luck and have fun, Zaroio.
Shoutouts to the hardest working commenter tonight. That was a good statement she did make, though, about like swapping assists. Psylocke is a character that has struggled a little bit for being people's first choice for point, but you can see these assists are really good, similar to the Servbot situation, but to a much lesser extent. She's fully functional as an anchor and pretty decent as a point, but her both assists make a huge difference for the team she's on, and just like that, Dobbilicious is such a powerful player, not able to get much going. Bold-faced challenge. That could have gone really wrong. Dobby connecting perfectly with the protections of his armor. Gonna put a lot of damage cross-cutting that super hitbox. Strider getting absolutely mowed over. Man, it's a bad night for Killer Bee Assault. Another situation given up completely because of the bad targeting. Wow. Unfortunately, a little karmic. Dobby failing to kill one of his favorite characters. Shockwave to avoid. And that a first. Using the pursuit capabilities of that variation of the move, he completely crushed the Cajun Strike. Ooh. I do not know why that input lags so much, but that forcing an X factor where that would have normally been a kill. Chris willing to roll with the punches on that one. That was an insane confirm. And they're still in front. I don't know what alchemy Dobby pulled to get that to land, but that is possibly the entire play for this match. Eats the X Factor time, almost kills the character. Ooh, overcommits on the launcher. Chris still has bar after that, so don't expect any soft punches. Okay, Monster Hunter in one more time. Dobby finding absolute hole-in-ones anytime they swing the button. A successful evade, takes the assist character, and then immediately catches the point. Despite winning that first one in a commanding fashion, we are seeing a team swap from Chris. Cammy, or maybe just an assist swap? Yeah, gonna swap back to the thrust assist. It makes sense. S.T.A.R.S already brought that to the attention. They need more ground coverage than they need air coverage. Ooh, didn't have a protection there. Possibly a mixed input with Parsec, possibly just a little off their instincts. Ooh, Dobby didn't get the confirm. I'm gonna try and tech chase. Force the invulnerable super out. Actually gets the install though, so call it a calculated risk if you must, but this looks pretty good. That wonderful jump and crouching H buttons sometimes do put in a great potential. Like, I don't know, possibly even 60-80% of the neutral for Psylocke, but they are undeniably great buttons for that reason. Awkward X Factor there. Working really hard to kill Gambit, and yet this character's still on screen. Uses the charge on a slash as a small micro backdash to evade the last inch of those pixels. I'm not sure that Chris thought that was going to work, but that was one of the best things I've seen all night. Dobby out of X, did get a little health back. It's a little damage. What a confirm. The players going back and forth, showing the small potentials for these teams to have some pretty compelling momentum. Honestly, looking into this, there's not a lot of adjustments beyond not relying on Killer Bee Assault. So like, I would say either player is struggling, and this is just two very strong players getting caught once in a while because of how both great they are. I don't know what it is, but Dobby, relentlessly swinging into pressure, is starting to scare Chris a little. However, Wolverine, much like Base X23, has an incredible amount of confidence just around the fact that stuff is insanely invulnerable when it comes to her supers. Whew. That was the most Street Fighter 6 safe jump I've ever seen. Dobby just evades and strikes. Keeps it clean, keeps it easy. Level 3 will make the cleanup. moving us to a 2-2 situation. Doesn't matter if you lose channel point bets at this point. Both players giving us our money's worth as we are clawing for damage in the situation. Breaks the armor. This character definitely is in the crosshairs for a kill here, but that was a little greedy when you have 3 bars to try and go for another option like that. Dobby gonna punish this pretty hard with a guaranteed kill here. Gonna get the cutscene Oki option here. Sets it up. Tried to get the cross, but still just gets a frame trap. Ooh, why did that whiff? Which is the assist. Is Dobby blocking? No, gets caught by the tail. Too high for that one. Not punished for it, though. Activates Legacy Trigger. Gets caught in the armor, but not able to confirm it. Chris rolls with the punches, both when he gets hit and gets the hit. Don't know why a lot of combos are failing to confirm at the apex of the jump like that, but this is now back to a neutral situation. Confirms the super. Strider able to use the double jump, catches both characters, Brainiac for stability. It may kill on its own, and it does. Not sure if I would call that all or nothing, but Dobby choosing offense over evasion goes for a lucky snipe, finds the confirm, and going to punch his ticket further. Definitely, I have to mention this. Akatsuki is one of the few other memes of DMC5 Vergil, though it's been quite a while, so I feel like if anybody knows how to deal with the character, they probably do. And this is looking like the case. Very little fear from Stranger, pushing in, gonna have a lot of damage. Oof. Really could have just spent the bar, but this is even better. Finds the happy birthday. Almost full screen converts the orbs. That's some scary pressure. Zoro tried to clear the screen, but not able to completely hit. Much like most of the Mega Man Legacy characters, there is a fairly small body attached to base, which means a lot like what happens with Zero, he can high-profile stuff you'd expect to connect on him. Something about these evil robots just gives them so much power. See, just sticking to the X Factor, but Zaroio's patience almost netted him a full character there, but this looking bad. Went for 2 supers, unable to get the second one, and this time tries to escape with the install. But Akatsuki very smartly had already set up a pretty good checkmate situation. Zaroio unable to play out of that one. So as I've been reminded in chat, shout out to CaptainBackpak for rolling some crazy remixes for both Mega Man and Bass. Ooh, unable to get the full confirm. There was a happy birthday waiting for Zaroio there. This character needs to make sure they hit and kill because deathly damage can be sometimes hard to pull outside of the zoning for Vergil. Makes use of the Pillar Super. That is a cool piece of tech across the board for what makes Bass unique. Is he synergizes really well with a lot of DHC. He's always able to usually find something that confirms successfully, but it doesn't matter. Stranger, a character that takes no prisoners when it comes to damage with bar. Meaning the base is likely to come into a pretty bad situation, as this is close to a guaranteed kill. Doesn't quite find it, but there's not much to escape here. Ooh, Zaroio playing on the edge of looming chip actually finds the confirm. Considering the latency he plays around, that level of cool under scary pressure is impressive. We're gonna play like a hero, activates the install. Takes the super. What are we gonna see here? Both players still hanging on to X. Who's gonna be the first to let it rip, and who's the first to get the confirm here? It's gonna be a tough situation. The durability of Stranger's tool is just enough to make it harder for base to start his game. Gets connected on. It's all up to Gambit, but this is gonna be hard. He's got 3 bars. It doesn't matter if he runs out of X. And finds the throw. Zaroio just needs to make sure this route is stable, and that should be it. He puts himself onto the board. What a match. Start to throw. Zaroio definitely finally getting his grounds in this matchup here. We've seen a lot of good confirms, but oh. With guns out in a matchup like this, you cannot make drops like this. This is going to possibly lead to the loss of a character. Ooh, couldn't confirm it. I think he was trying to get height control and just wasn't able to get it the way he wanted. But the second connection looking a bit better. And Lightning Pillar, a fantastic full range punish. Purple Swords is just going to play this out without giving up the character. Or is it all or nothing? Looks like he's playing for the all or nothing. I don't think there's an easy DHC route out of this. Ooh, finds a connection on 2 characters. Put it in the hands of Gambit Fate. To the stable DHC. Lightning Pillar just so useful on these teams. Gets another shockwave off of this? That's a lot of damage for free. Zaroio definitely taps out their bar, try and get a little bit of a high ground resource advantage for HP. But it might not play out. Finds the connection, but finds also that the orb can hit him first. Anchor base needs to put in some work. There's a lot of reliable pressure and not many gaps here. HUNK character pretty natural at just putting you into block stun and not letting you escape. Let's the Sonic Boom rip. And I think that was a small execution error, but that one goes to Akatsuki. A lot of this is probably going to come down to that big drop there, Vergil last round. Things were very close. Uses the flamethrower, gets one more extension. That can be pretty difficult to land on some character body types. Another crazy cross-up option. Stranger presenting so many risk fights to go into for Zaroio. I think most of us would think the best choice would be to try and put in a solid zoning and just hold your ground, but Akatsuki's been really good at mixing between high-low and just also putting on fireball pressure. Plus, that's a kind of gameplay style that doesn't work once you start to hit life deficits like this. Don't know what Zaroio was going to do there, but gets hit by both supers. That almost killed. It's the assist. Gonna get tagged. Zaroio uses the X Factor. Doesn't have the opportunity, which means BRASIL, that stranger. So scary. And looked like a pretty... Both these characters really quite unique in terms of their palette swap debut. Prowler had Jet Boot is actually his air light. Has pretty long range coverage when it comes to his supers and pretty decent damage across the board. Prowler's unique limitations are he has a bit more commitment, and definitely he's a little more execution high to really keep things stable for his combo routes. Meanwhile, as you can see, Base, really true to the Mega Man formula, is just a pressure zoner. Much like a Magneto, can jump around and use the momentum of his arcs to project his projectiles a little bit differently. Has a very safe DHC route, and across the board, while it's low damage, pretty strong hit stun. That shot can be angled forward or down at diagonals. And across the board, just a lot of control if you can keep your landing arcs and your jump height controlled. Definitely one of his fall points is his hit stun can be a little awkward to confirm at those air combos. And while he does have relaunches, they are very awkward because you often have to be quite close. Fundamentally, a strong game plan going into a lot of this is exactly what VonDitto is doing. Ooh. Actually wants to keep this character alive. Something also that has to be mentioned is this character has a sonic boom, like literally a sonic boom. And much like Giles, it's very safe and gives you a pretty good amount of frame advantage, even relink combos with. Oh, tried to get the drill ROM. Said it can be a little awkward depending on how close or far to the opponent you are. Gets the confirm, and this is a wonderful showing of VonDitto's team. A lot of the work was based, but we can see that Lilith, specifically in his hands, is very impressive at how safe and overly sweltering this high pressure can be.
Welcome to the world of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, where the finest heroes
Seeing a team swap.
ready for the fight of your life.
See, Cable. We saw a lot of Cable here and there. Shigendo's definitely been working on a team to make this character shine. Colossus. Strong assist, good confirms, and having a DHC for that safe pressure. And Captain Marvel, a really competent beam to keep those characters glued together in that synergy. You can see that why you specifically want Cable for this matchup. He has a very powerful screen clear if he can just get the space. But appear that I am not paying attention, but next, that is definitely Colossus of the Juggernaut skin. Coming into this, Shigendo is looking to get that install to keep Colossus in armor, but relentless base pressure. You can see the lack of familiarity of this character is definitely making a lot of players a little overcautious against base.
Cool, and it looks like lots of using the air rapid buster with dashes, trying to control that airspace. Oh no, I know Shogundo hates that move. The charge that Captain Marvel can get is so rarely an intentional move.
The snipe at base is a very short character. Ooh, that's the unfortunate thing that most people don't know. Unless that was fixed, anytime you use his anti-projectile move, you instantly cancel out the armor install.
I did not know that. That is a rough thing.
Could have been fixed, but that was an issue for quite a while.
I do not remember that one specifically being fixed, but oh gosh, what may be fixed here is this combo against Lilith. Would you invest the X Factor?
Actually, yes. Lilith is one of VonDitto's strongest characters and just so hard to hit again once you've gotten a hit. Like, generally, it's better to kill them in one than risk the pursuit of two.
Oh, I need to play my match off stream. Whoops, I messed up. Ciao.
Okay. No harm, no foul, but this is a tough matchup for Colossus once you've already activated X Factor. A factor of speed definitely becomes a weakness to him. Specifically in the case of Strider, who is fast to begin with and even faster in X Factor. I'd like to see if Cable can actually gain control of the screen. We know this character is very much a relentless type of pressurized zoner and chip dealer, but he's just a little slower than base. However, now, let's see if he can maintain this court of offense. Ooh, was not covered by that assist. Looking at the throw scaling means he has to spend 2 bars to get the kill on Cable, but still. You're going to put a lot of faith in Cable, and it doesn't feel like it was well earned. This, on the other hand, a great idea. Very much calls back to the legacy of Marvel 2 fire teams. Having that huge protective pillar assist on a character that moves as quick as Captain Marvel with great beams means that this game could suddenly become a lot slower and mostly in the favor of Shogundo, as they can just force the issue at any point by calling Colossus beam like that. Gonna swing and X Factor this, or just take as much damage as they can? Definitely don't get a lot after the relaunch. Ooh. Yeah. Got as much as they could. The Captain Marvel still looking pretty healthy and still has the assist to keep this pressure going. That install doesn't last that long if you get access to that sweeping beam. It's a little committal, but pretty hard to punish. Ooh. He high-profiled that on the edge. I was so sure that sweep was going to catch. Reapplies the install, instantly spins it with projectile counter. Oh, he's too small. Had to use a crouching normal there. Ooh. I have not seen VonDitto use the treble at all until that point. Looking for the opportunity to build any momentum. Definitely can. This team and the synergy between the two characters are very good, but definitely going to have to find more bar to put the install back up. You can see VonDitto's definitely realizing that there's a gap he needs to close before any more resources are regained for Shogundo's team. At the moment, this is the best point of view. Both characters pretty low. Wasn't able to reapply the install. But there is still quite a bit of game to go, even at 10 seconds. That assist at the bar. This is going to be close, but if one good hit connects, they can probably keep a life lead. Well, that wasn't a strong hit, and that is unfortunate. Gambit was very much mounting an offensive lead there, but it just fell apart as he couldn't keep pace. What a great match. I'll let this character briefly take a vacation for some of their other teams. But this used to be a strong facet of both teams they played. The scary thing about this shell is that Young Legend is able to get most of his damage even off of throws, so Jill is not likely to escape this except in a body bag. Doesn't even need the relaunch. Ooh, 2 for 2. Getting caught in these situations is incredibly bad because he builds a lot of bar. For those not already aware, Servbot as a point character definitely struggles, but they are a very potent activator for a lot of other characters. So he sort of sits in the same place as we'd think someone like Hisenko, which is that barely a functional character on their own, but they can provide something to other strong characters to make them a lot more deadly. The difference is that he tends to work a little bit more consistently at that job. Another throw, and this, specifically if X Factor, is another guaranteed kill. Sometimes this little robot really can. One up to Young Legend, and it is now up to Loaded Demon to pick up the pace because they definitely were dragging in that team fight. Already forcing a team swap. Gonna put Dudley on the front. I see why they want to do this. Use some pretty good chase and some very good nullification tools. Jill in the middle for that assist. Run Ken in the anchor slot using Hadoken for the team hyper. Okay.
Training room.
Odin Demon willing to admit that the first choice may not have been the best one for what they needed. Gonna put some confidence in their Dudley. Their butt is small enough that he's likely to fall out of some things. Be careful, it does almost as much damage on Chip as it does as an actual contact super. The Young Legend, recognizing they do not want to fight the Ken, definitely aware of how good he can break out of most combos. Ooh, hey, look at the full super confirm. He's just too small. Luckily, he takes so much damage. Demon, recognizing that he can't get the kill there, just going to turn it into pressure of that DHC. Dudley in the corner, able to build a lot of bar and just keep frame traffic. I'm somewhat shocked that throw connected that easily. Brings in Servbot one more time. Let's see what Jill can do with X Factor to get out of this. Good start. Flame grenades mean that they are going to be falling into a pretty scary situation, but whew, almost lets that go. Demon, however, going to heighten the risk here. To kill pretty reliably off of anything in X Factor 3. It is... Ooh. I think they wanted the level 2 there, but got level 1. Still, Young Legend just going to let him have it. Ooh, instantly pursues the throw. Young Legend barely dropping the combo at that low range. They're looking pretty good, but Ken only took the first hit. That second connection not going to be protected here. Dudley coming into a lot of damage. It's the extension. Going to use the assist for the last part of the pickup. One more, and that, after building a lot of bar, going to guarantee a kill again. The shell, fundamentally quite simple. Shows off a lot of what can be done to optimize palette swap teams with the synergies. Ooh. try their best to break out of that situation, but not able to find a catch. Kyoko going to finish off Jill, and now it's just up to Ken, young legend, giving enough space. Ken able to break out of a lot of things between his supers and his DPs. So playing them at a full screen position definitely was the proper spacing for this kind of team, and just like that, overcommit gets Cajun struck. And one might say you can't keep getting him get away with it, but there's no chance to stop young legend now. An amazing showing of force, putting us up to the last possible game for Loading Demon. It's do or die. Finally finding a connection on the bot, but can't get the confirm to kill. That is huge. Both characters getting caught here. Need to build that last bar and get more off the DHC after that. Ooh, he fell out and can frame punish that. And Demon definitely thanking S.T.A.R.S for that situation. Rips his X Factor, gonna try and get all that health back on his anchor, and just hopes that he can... I really wonder how that worked out that way. Small Servbot once again making everything fall apart. Forces the X out of Legend, but he's still got quite a bit left for his characters here. To go for the cross under. This is the opportunity. Demon may not have X Factor, but he's got 5 bars in that tank. Gonna light it up with 1. Ooh, too late to get that off the ground there. He's gonna just stick to frame trapping. It's caught in the throat, and this is all it's gonna take. DHC. And lunch rush to finish. Young Legend piloting the little robot to the finish line. 3 matches over to Loading Demon. So Chad, I gotta ask, after watching that, I think that's interesting is I feel like this character has strong but slower assists, so I feel like not every character is going to want, but when you need stuff for setups, he's definitely a strong tool. That relentless cross pressure, Ken, very, very fortunate in the frame data and pretty hard to escape when he puts you in the corner. Back took a huge hit while it was still the assist there, already onto his anchor 8-ball. Confirm. We've seen he has a very large amount of natural damage confirms. Tried to catch the roll with the exploding 8-ball, but that was just a little too close. The X Factor makes that whiff, and now with 8-ball and X himself, let's see what Backpack can do here. Goes for a happy birthday opportunity, catches Magma Dragoon. That is a lot of damage. I'm just gonna run the pool balls here. Loads a 12. That's stagger, I believe. It's a 2. Instantly spins said 2. You can see the pool balls and his pretty strong air fireball game. 8-ball, a very formidable character for controlling space. Magma Dragoon, a cornerstone of just being able to put shit on the screen. But definitely has a bit of committal if you're not actually catching the opponent in the hitbox. Ken, on the other hand, a perfect mix of really all 3 of those factors. Definitely not the character you want to fight when you've got no HP. But what was nice is that 8-ball comeback from Backpack definitely gave him enough time to keep acclimating to the Parsec and to Loading Demon himself. Ooh, that was so close to a strong confirm, but goes right back into the gun run. A good chunk of Ken, but not getting that kill really must stink. Ooh, but Backpack getting a little bit lucky. Got out the first time, probably not going to get out the second time. Just spends the... I lied. Backpack does in fact escape, gets the kill. And better yet, picking up with the shield. For how awkward he is, BLACKxAKATSUKI does have a really annoying get off me. Said a key factor when running into this mirror is all this committal inputs can be punished with high damage, so it's very much being as careful as possible when running headfirst into another Magma Dragoon. Backpack just sticking to the ground and being very hesitant to throw fireballs. Both Super's gonna trade. Wow, the durability on that beam is enough to beat everything. Catches it with an easy frame trap blow there, I think. And for a new character, Backpack's 8-ball already making a name for itself. Living Demon throwing out a lot of options, but Backpack more than willing to block or just wait. We'll see which one of these two playstyles is going to work better. Finds the confirm, gets the next part of the air ladder. Oh no! That likely to be prone to drop on the parsec inconsistencies. We're not going to get too much off of this. Has to spend a lot of bar. See how the scaling ends up. Doesn't even try. Goes for the reversal. Back really looking to build back some of the bar they just spent. Tried to zone, but Ken very good at breaking through zoners. Just being incredibly careful, not able to challenge. Just lets the DB pick up rip. Backpack going for hero options, didn't get the off the ground. That's really unfortunate. Both players covering options really well. That was so unfortunate. Demon did spend his X and most of his bar there, but it doesn't feel like that's gonna matter. Ball has X, has to respect the rose, doesn't, gets it. We're gonna go into the level 3 option, and it looks like it's going to kill. What? What, it whiffs? Then it cross-cut? I'll be honest, I don't believe I expected that to happen. The faith in boxing's too strong for any of us. Owning Demon advancing. All but one more victory he needs to guarantee his next position in the lower bracket like this. BLACKxAKATSUKI Mega Man possibly going out for its last time tonight. Let's see if Magma Dragoon or 8-ball can be the one to bring Backpack to another win. Catch on the assist. Air Fireball. Looks for a quick confirm. Definitely. Oh. I think that was supposed to be level 1. But somehow got level 3 there. Backpack refreshed his bar off those multiple assist connections. Unable to get the confirm. Finds the frame trap instead. Oh no, that didn't kill either. It's the little things. Finds the pillar to connect. One character is not on life bar. Backpack. Can we just work on zoning out Ken? Oh, that is not going to work. Definitely has to DHC this. Oh. I can't believe that all connected. Can you ice Sarah?
That, oh, it didn't quite, but then looks like Backpack must have tech forward or neutral, but is ready with the Magma Dragoon. Let's see,
Character in X Factor does mega damage, but confirms they're still a little wonky at times.
We'll probably be able to kill
hurts.
here.
Everything just hurts.
Everything hurts a lot, but Ken, very solid character, gets mixed up, and this X Factor timing is definitely going to be enough. Goes into the level 3 and is going to evaporate the Masters of Ken and take the game. Very solid stuff.
2-2, last chance for both players. Let's see if Bad Box Art Mega Man has one more chance in Backpack's pocket.
Are you telling me I came into a hype game 5? Oh my gosh. Let's see if BBAM can get going. Oh no, it looks like this time gets thrown and uses the H to stall.
Ooh.
Going to be able to potentially happy birthday here. But it looks like,
that's awkward still.
Yeah, the happy birthday was trying to think, how do I adjust this and make it work out? But loading Demon, getting the adjustment here against Bad Box Art Mega Man, going to have the knockdown in the corner. I think they need to spend 1 meter to make this work and invest the 1 meter, but how do you feel about Magma Dragoon's incoming here against Ken? Oh, it's Magma versus Magma.
I'm shocked he didn't leave Ken back in.
Yeah, Ken would have had time for the mix, but instead of that, it looks like it's going to be Backpack's Magma Dragoon, able to do some serious damage here against loading demons. Gets to get over the top. Using that far-reaching sweep. Both of them trying to decide how they want to approach neutral in the mirror. Ooh, is this going to confirm? No, the tech is real. Both of them deciding to stay in this battle. Level 3 is available.
Yeah.
Is it invulnerable enough? I think it's invulnerable. Sure, you were up too invulnerable for the Magma Dragoon level 3.
Oh, he tried, but he couldn't get frame advantage there in time. Got caught in the trap. Oh, speaking of traps.
X Factor got used, though. And with that, this is very possible for Backpack to make the comeback from. Gets the hit against the aerial tools there. Because when 8-Ball does his shot and he has balls set up, they will track the opponent.
Not enough, but definitely scary nonetheless. Oh, he didn't confirm it.
Oh, and this is still very possible, but doesn't believe that he'll get to the ground in time, holding straight back and loading Demon, able to clutch it out with the low, eliminating CaptainBackpak from the bracket and moving on into top 8 learner side, where they will not think quite count as good boys and girls, even though they can be quite cool looking. Oh, but it looks like Akatsuki going with the point base with these amazing set of assists to back it up. But Monster Hunter winning with
Monster Hunter is that they don't have access to their dog or their cats for some reason.
Yeah, meat is pretty limited in the Marvel universe apparently. Oh, and Akatsuki knows to swing on that. If Monster Hunter ever presses S and it is either blocked or it whiffs, you have 10,000 years to punish. You could whiff 3 moves and then punish. It's like a Nova throw. Oh, but what a great cross under. Gambit's going down, and the last bit of X Factor used, but both players have 5 meters here, Wizard Tim.
Strider, pretty strong with 5 bars in X, but my god, the patience from Akatsuki to just counter swing there.
Oh, and got the level 3 out of him as well. After the whiff was still able to get it. Is this going to be the end of Stranger? Gets the hit. And into Brianak. This is going to be enough. Does Hunk survive the incoming mix?
He does not. Let's kill.
Oh, but he still has a chance. And even with orbs activated, Hunk still had a lot of the control of neutral there. Oh, and managed to recorrect the side. BLACKxAKATSUKI going to clutch it out and take it with HUNK. I know that Tabs is living the rest of his life right now, but I appreciate HUNK's level 3. It is one of my favorite level 3s, base game or modded, and I always find it to be amazing. But this time, do you think
Look,
that
man's just looking for beans.
Inside their neck? I don't think that's where beans are, my friend.
He opens it like a giant can.
And this time things are looking, or they had been looking better for base, but they're looking better for base again. He gets another chance to play. Dobby's been making really good use of Monster Hunter's 5M in the matchup, but it looks like this is going to be... base doesn't quite get the kill here, but is a substantial advantage here over Gambit. Using that air dash rapid buster in order to just control some of the space. Oh! Strider was the hero there! Is this going to confirm into something? With all 3 meters, it definitely does. And it barely kills off
Everything's a confirm of HUNK.
Oh, and adjust for the assist, but won't be able to get the full confirm that they want. Oh, has the install, and with that, getting this clean hit on HUNK. This is a character that you can do lots of damage to quite easily, but it didn't quite work out for Dobbilicious. Animals coming through. Managed to get the X Factor in time. Oh no, Wizard Tim, the tragedy of advancing Garden to get hit.
Got to play out of the problem, and this is what both players have been pretty good at across this board. I don't think this is a definitive victory for Dobby just yet, because Stranger's on the screen. Now it is.
It goes into the level 3 with that extra hit stun on 6H against aerial opponents. It looks like Dobbilicious is tying it up 1-1 on the back of their 2099. Oh, and the amazingness of that assist, but if you leave Akatsuki alive with any of their characters, they are going to make you regret it. Base lived and Stranger lived there, which is very solid for BLACKxAKATSUKI, but Dobbilicious going in with some arrows, and we've seen that just playing footsies against base, they've been doing really well. Ooh, and uses the X when they see that Gambit come in. How do you feel about that X investment?
Definitely, when you have a strong enough character for opening people up, I think that's a good choice. And he had full advantage state and the ability to high-low.
Okay, Dark 2099 can do this, but he needs to get started pretty fast. Oh, getting some air-to-air, hits the air. Oh, got both, but then accidentally got the wall cling. Retreating up to the top of the screen, Dobbilicious does not want to get shot. Oh, use the slide into X, but this is looking like it's going to be a confirm for BLACKxAKATSUKI and kills off Strider 2099. Off the strength of their base this game. The other games, base kind of got blown up by Monster Hunter's 5M and died, but this time was able to show what he could do.
Using the boom, this tool very insane when you consider everything else he has.
Yes, it's a great move. And unlike Guile, he can move forward in Sonic Boom because down back H is a slide. So he could do Sonic Booms while advancing if he wants. Oh, is this going to catch in time?
That's a smart.
Catches neither, but ready for the air throw. Dobbilicious able to take it, gets the side TAC.
Makes it happen. Can this connect? Nice.
I think he's alive, but very injured. What does he do to try and get out?
Pillar.
Who catches? Is there an... Not quite a confirm available, but weaving in and out with those buttons, going to be able to potentially kill off both Stranger and HUNK. Oh no, HUNK lives with a pixel. You know what happens when HUNK lives with a pixel?
You die?
Oh, we're about to see if he lives with the pixel or not. Oh no, S is how you lose this game, Dobby. Now you need the 2 mixes with these characters.
Oh. It's all up to Strider, it looks like.
Oh!
Wait.
Extra chance, but not quite. Block the first part of the
So hard to
mix
block
up.
that.
Level 3 going
what's
to
inside?
be able to get the kill. Goes into the other super, and with that, BLACKxAKATSUKI solid, taking it 3-1 in order to send Dobby to the learner side of the bracket. And
Strider are really behind any team, but specifically giving base that extra gap pressure with the double hit.
almost had to confirm.
But that said, Young Legend is piloting a team that can go underneath all of these options, so I wonder if he'll consider changing it up.
Oh, going to get the catch into the full combo. Oh no, got a jump forward H instead of being able to get the confirm they desired, but base is still going to go down. Young Legend getting the momentum with the Servbot into Gambit DHC.
This is big. Able to confirm and kill off of anything when you put Servbot behind Gambit like this. Also gonna have a decent amount of free bar before he finishes the combo extensions.
I think DHC is necessary, but even with it being necessary... Oh no! Servbot Legion sucked that time. Wizard Tim, how does it feel for a different Legion to suck for once?
I think if you commit to the name, you're also committing to the crime.
Wow, Gambit's cards ate most of the real Legion. That was a tragedy. Oh, and great adjustment there by taking the time to make sure 2099 was able to get going. ShinyVonDitto. X Factors run out now, though, and Young Legend still has X Factors, a resource, and 2 characters. Captain Commando in the back there to help assist and cover up Gambit. Oh, X Factor engaged. And now Strider 2099. Oh gosh, this is going to do almost no damage to Captain Commando. This is actually very fine for... Oh gosh, that was not very fine. And with that, Young Legend takes the first game against ShinyVonDitto.
Yeah, I thought because of the low profile of Servbot, there might be a slight team adjustment here. Ultron, okay. Once able to run away from a lot of that options, just safe in the sky.
Okay, and this time going back to the Moonstone, Servbot, character that has very unique matchups. You need to know how to fight him with your character, so if you're having a challenging time against footsies with him as one character, trying to play a character you may feel more familiar with how to hit the tiny robot can be very helpful. Ooh, confirm off of the cards. Building up the meter, and Moonstone is super dead. It will take 2 meters.
He had some faith in Moonstone, but definitely not enough when she gets under pressure like that. And oh, that is a big starter for this damage train.
It's true, and even with that crouch light going the wrong way, it still ended up working out. Going to build up to level 3. Is level 3 enough? Or, oh no, Servbot DHC does more than level 3.
Doesn't need it.
What am I talking about?
Dunk him into it.
Okay, now Anchor Strider. This is a character that we know that ShinyVonDitto very capable of making comebacks with. Has great footsies with him, both vertical and horizontal, and is getting stuff on screen, but needs to make sure they don't get caught by that hammer reflex. But their throw is real. Going to build up
resources, and Servbot builds a lot of resources.
Oh, that was an unexpected cross-up, I think, from, oh, but was not ready for the homies to come through at the end. X Factor is available. And went to the other side, isn't going to quite work out. Great punish there by ShinyVonDitto, but doesn't quite get to confirm fully. And now, in a very scary situation where they are at risk of chip, but instead, very good snipe there by Young Legend, going up 2-0 against ShinyVonDitto.
It's crazy how well they ported Cajun Shockwave. I see a lot of people doing the exact same thing in Marvel too, with that character super.
Ooh, but Ultron potentially doing the job. This time, Servbot able to get out of there. His tiny little body protected him. Oh, but not this time. Going to be... Oh no, missed the OTG plus assist there. Now, Servbot down to a pixel, down to 0 pixels. This is looking much better for ShinyVonDitto than the previous 2 games. Ooh, the air dash in got the hit, but there was no confirm. And it looks like Young Legend going over the head and whipping with the staff. Killing this character seems entirely worth it. How do you feel about investing the level 3 Wizard, Tim?
It's a huge bounty to take, considering Gambit's easily one of the strongest X Factor characters on this team. Still have to respect Captain Commando. It is Young Legend's signature character outside of Kevin Ha playing him.
Indeed. Oh, and looks like we may not get a chance to see that Anchor Commando in action, because they may simply die first, but went for a TAC instead, and now this is going to be a chance for Young Legend to play. The cross-up is real, though.
That was spaced beautifully.
And this is going to be Captain Commando dying. It looks like the choice to move Ultron to point was exactly what ShinyVonDitto needed. Their ability to win footsies against the tinier robot. Is building a bigger robot just the answer, Wizard Tim? If a tiny robot is the problem, you need to just bring a bigger robot?
I'm not sure. I think it's more of a megalomaniacal robot versus a very good for humanity robot.
Yeah, that's true. Servbot definitely doing more for humanity than this variant of Ultron, but not getting to do more for Young Legend's team this time because going to be eliminated before they could really get going.
I'm sure in some universe there's a version of Ultron who simply wants to be a better cook than Hank Pym.
This is true, and on top of this, I believe that wasn't one of the Ultrons an Avenger for a while, or West Coast Avenger or something like that?
I believe.
But looks like
I also
Moonstone
believe
here. That was the end of Ultron, and now it'll be the end of Moonstone. Your beliefs are accurate, Wizard Tim. No, my beliefs were inaccurate, but that RS closes it out. We've seen that the 2099 is one of the main threats here. Will they get the chance to get going?
Legion?
Oh, X?
God, that super stinks.
Also, Gambit Super is quite good. It is both things in this case. But Young Legend looking strong and making it happen. I believe that is going to be Young Legend taking the set off the strength of their Servbot, their Gambit, and their Captain Commando. I'm going to have to off to play Onyx on stream. Good luck and have fun, Onyx.
I don't possess. Gloria, already a major challenge for Monster Hunter because she threatens at the same ranges and has insane projectiles. They're looking like they're going to almost completely... Never mind. Got a little hard on that execution. And yeah, you were checkmated there. Nothing was fast enough. Goes for a low with assist pressure. This time, let's see what S.T.A.R.S plans to do to get this confirmed. It's pretty simple. Into the first super, angle up, back into pinwheel, oh, straight into voltage. Okay, Gloria sometimes opening options that you would never take in any other type of team. Honestly, reminding me a lot of when I play certain card games and there's that one archetype that gets to play wasteful stuff because they produce so much resources. Goes for another one, into the install, into the shockwave. Nice routing to make use of that consistent hit stun. That first match looking very much in Azura's favor. Onyx still going to play it out with the Monster Hunter team. It's caught twice under faster normals. One more frame trap. Good counter swing, and that is all it takes. Monster Hunter always going to kill Gloria on a trade or a connection. Makes another character because of those low-to-the-ground projectiles you really have to respect. She rips it and has to kill here because that was most of your life bar. Consistency for Rashid. I assume they keep Rashid in for the mix here. I think Azura just completely beat out the anti-air on that situation. I think a little late to release that Buster. Didn't get the kill though. Azura's Anchor X struggling a little on the East Coast gap distance like this. Still, it's pretty hard, even if the install, for anything to happen here. The next 23 overcommits, doesn't let the X rip. Not sure what happened there. Azura mounting a comeback here, one Buster at a time. Goes to the mid screen, doesn't get the confirm, but does get the cross there. And yeah, I feel as if Onyx is being way too hesitant to just rip the X Factor here for the neutral advantage. A little late, didn't have any health from when they did take a face hit. And that's 2 for Azura. Finds another quick connection, happy birthday. That is a lot of damage already. Shockwave to keep pressuring. Good use of absolute last second connection on that RS. Saves the assist character. And Onyx, very smart on their tools and how they interact here. It's just they're not a lot of opportune. Oh dear. What happened? Somehow we got the parsec screen? Oh, it just crashed. Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Fetus. Apparently there's a known bug of Monster Hunter arrows. I was not fully aware of that one.
CapCom presents Marvel Comics.
All right, unfortunately,
Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
a little bit of an agreement when it comes to palette swap is that because everything for quite a few characters in various states of alpha beta, we will on occasion have bugs that we haven't finished completing. When this happens, there's not much else to do but play again.
Welcome to the world of Marvel
Is the
vs.
exchange for the
Capcom
enjoyment we
3 with the
receive that we
finest
have to
hero
commit to some of these
assembled.
things.
Get ready for the fight of your life. Great choice. And hideout.
Dare to believe you can survive. Ready? Fight!
Back at it. We have another opportunity for both players to ring in. They're already starting the train, a hard-fought offense situation here. That's 5 bars as they're going to start the pinwheel. Use the angleable buster to get that height control. Ooh. A little weird on the hitbox interaction. Onyx can spend the bar here to get this kill if he wants it. Drop tries to form it into a reset. Still playing at a pretty safe meter count to just get out when he needs to. Ooh. Decides to let Monster Hunter fall and bring in the Rashid. Sarah overcommits on the fireballs. Onyx doesn't put a lot of pressure. I think concerns about the larger buttons from Gloria led to him just not really putting too much pressure in the corner. Specifically when you have extra bar, you can use Yasar. Rashid getting smothered under those fireball pressure options here. And back into possible last character opportunity. Similarly, I do not think Onyx should restrain the X Factor if they get a good confirm like this. That's one. Sarah gets a fixed hit stun, gets the second one. X Factor, the damage still pretty high, even after the scaling. Of course, Crimson. Sherry. Overcommits and Loading Demon, definitely picking the right character to make these punishes hurt, but getting a early drop definitely ruins a lot of that momentum. When playing Marvel, you're usually fighting either divide momentum, pressure, meter, or damage. Combo drops that leave you in a position of gaining nothing definitely hurt the worst. And the multi-segments of the Sherry making a lot of things pretty unsafe. If you try to punish, like sure there's a gap, but even Dudley struggled to get a hit. Thankfully, didn't get a full punish on that and got a second opportunity to put it on. Sherry, a pretty dangerous character to land with. Just not able to break out of that frame advantage. Ooh. Just the smallest drop from Demon gives an opportunity to Cammy come in. When playing Cammy as your anchor and Sherry as your middle, swapping these two is a very easy thing to do and gives you a lot of synergies that you can play off of. Luckily, when that drops, it still has a pretty good amount of frame advantage if it's early. Okay, this could absolutely go the wrong way. Didn't even think that you needed the level 3. That still might have actually just run into the hitbox. Still.
Oh, but Ken falls out, so X needs to be used. But because of that, that's going to be not the end of either assist, but both of them are bleeding. Okay, and with that cross input, Dudley's going to need to eat this mix. Oh, but as he does, he ends up getting the hit, going to be able to potentially kill off Cammy here. How much meter do you think will be needed, Wizard Tim?
1. He gets a lot of re-extends in the corner. Plus, that button he used a challenge is really fast and very active. I will say that much.
Oh, and the challenge is real here too. But Cherry lives, and because of that, she has a gun, and having a gun and being alive is very useful in Marvel. Is she going to be able to do anything get around to that? I don't think she has an option. Maybe she could run cancel into the slide and see if she low profiles it, but I don't think that'll quite work out in that context. But
Sherry's curse is that she has a really strong ability to pick up long distance projectiles into combos, but doesn't have a lot of safe options when she's not comboing you.
I think this is going to chip. Magma Dragoon does go down, and now it's all up to Ken and Dudley, but we know that Loading Demon's Ken is a character that can take on anyone, and but Marvel 2 Sentinel has a lot of life. I'm assuming we're going to see a reset of some kind here. Oh, decides to spend a bar. And brings in the Dudley. Looks like wants to take off a little over half of Sentinel's life while also having Dudley in for the footsies here. Ooh, getting in there.
Yeah, he does have multi-hits and a lot of frame advantage that work against big bodies, but Sentinel Force is a hell of a drug.
It's quite a useful tool, and Dudley is injured here, but he's very much alive, and being very much alive is exactly what Loading Demon needs. Gets in there, hits Sherry. Oh, but drops the combo afterwards, and Ken, now an X Factor, trying to fight off this team, but that confirm on its own did half of Sherry's life, Wizard Tim.
An X Factor, characters become much stronger, I dare say.
True. Oh, and Tatsu's back to the original side, but Cammy gets in there. Now has access to that drone's assist, but drones only protects you when there's not a giant invulnerable anti-projectile move that the character can do. Ooh, hit with the backside of it,
That almost killed.
That weird partial hit gave up the opportunity for Dudley to get in there. Is this going to be another victory for the Dudley? No.
Oh no.
This is enough invuln to get
Better
through.
get your reacting.
And catches Ken, but not in a way that can confirm. Happiest of birthdays, but doesn't believe.
Vinny, you have X Factor. The next time it kicks, just exit.
Oh, okay. Marvel 2 Sentinel coming in. 0 meter. Oh.
X please, X please.
Oh no, but now out of
You have
meter.
X Factor.
And gets
We'll
the
take it.
confirmation with the S. Looks like that is exactly what Vinny needed, getting on the board here against Loading Demon. Marvel 2 Sentinel did his job that game.
Sometimes Sherry will ruin combos because she transitions weirdly to her next setup and it just shoves them out of your combo.
It is true that she requires a little bit of specification on how she functions at times. But that Dragoon, is that the jump S, I believe, that has that giant cross-up hitbox?
Oh, you mean the dive kick? No, that's
No, the spinny kick. The one that's like a Wesker kick but on fire.
Oh. Isn't that still his H follow-up out of Demon Flip?
Oh, it might
I thought
be.
he just has a regular landing S button. That
Ooh, this
is
is
his H.
This is looking like it could go either way, but substantial life lead available for Loading Demon and meter lead as well. Oh, could do the DP. Oh, why did it just vanish? I guess it
Oh,
spawned
durability.
off screen. The Hyper Sentinel Force ate it for while it was in the orb phase.
Probably. Oh, yeah, Sentinel says, you may be a robot master, but I am a master mold.
Oh, and gets the throw there on Dudley. Chooses to invest the meter. Will X come too? Not just decides to leave it with the Hyper Sentinel Force. Putting nonsense on the screen very effectively against Loading Demon. Okay, Sherry goes down, and X Factor used into a cross-up. It's all up to Cammy, but we have seen this Cammy do good things. Let's see if it will do Shoryu.
No.
Oh, I thought Dudley was about
Killer
to
Bee
confirm
Assault is
there.
lost every time.
Killer Bee Assault is, it is a punish for some things, but you can't really punish Ken in those types of contexts.
Man is just too hot to handle.
Okay, got in there, but didn't get the confirm. This time the confirm may be on deck, and has plenty of meter. Do you think we're going to see a level 3 here on Sentinel?
Probably should have, but not gonna happen.
Uses the snap to bring the robot back in. When a character has as high health as Sentinel, the red life loss can be very substantial. Wanting to get in there with the Ken. Oh, through the hard drive. And going to get caught there. Is this going to be Vinny's chance to kill Ken? Has 3 meters on deck, uses 1 for the hard drive, and doesn't quite get the combo afterwards. Shorty Repa is going to do a lot of damage, and Magma Dragoon finishing it off quite effectively.
Putting the fire situation, but not a lot.
Oh, great block there by Vinny, but then the footsies afterwards went in Loading Demon's favor. Oh, got 1 hit, and then another hit. And the mix is real. It's all up to Doll Cammy on the Bison outfit. This time it actually works! X Factor is available.
That was the
besides
biggest risk. And not much payout. Let's see if Vinny, how long they'll hold on to X, because I feel like they do like to keep it in their back pocket possibly longer than they should. Still, this could work out.
Ooh, this is going to kill off Magma Dragoon. Okay, incoming mix on Ken, but this man has a Shoryuken in case he is afraid, and a Tatsu that'll cross up when he thinks you're afraid. Great block there by Vinny, getting to the other side, going to be able to kill off Ken with the meter here. Now, Dudley comes in. Does he survive the incoming mix? Is he alive?
Good bait. Oh, what were you hitting? I thought they just did a neutral bait there.
Oh, the pressure is real. And on counter hit, just waited for an extended period of time, staring down with dignity. You know, sometimes you just need to stare down with that dignity. Let them know that they are about to die and there's nothing they could do about it. And with that, Loading Demon is going to take the game and the set, going up 3-1. I'm going to have to hop off.
And I am shocked to see that VonDitto is bringing back U.S. Agent, a character we feel generally struggles in projectile matchups. However, he does have a very strong pickup kit when it comes to getting raw damage off of anything. So I have to say, the confidence is probably what you need more than anything. VonDitto bringing in this character shows that they have confidence in their neutral fundamentals. Fairly strong player across the board. And now we'll see if this plays out for them. As Asura, even about Gloria, between 2 exceptional protagonists of the Mega Man series, has a lot of keep away and some very good meter battery synergies. It is going to be high damage that is the cutting tool in taking care of this team. Ooh. Unfortunate drop, thankfully not punished. Asura working with what now going to be half of her X Factor, has to take care of 3 characters, but not going to get any of them. It doesn't take much once you are an X for getting to kill a US Agent here. Ooh, big drop. And Asura still had a little X, so there's not even a spend. It's all or nothing. Is Dr. Light's greatest masterpiece going to take care of Hank Pym's greatest failure, or is it just going to be the first one on the board right now? Okay, has to be careful. Definitely the slower projectiles from Ultron may struggle when Asura uses fast patterns like that, but that definitely means that Asura is not reacting when Ultron switches to flight as much. So you can see Asura trying to make sure they give enough space to react for when VonDitto is going to jump to the sky and try and use the very strong flight normals this character has. Asura being really restrained on just trying to shockwave him out of the sky. Good catch on the air projectile. And now it's all or nothing. Strider easily able to run trains over slower characters. This time, fundamental failing only in. They're not able to get this combo confirmed. looked really good until that drop. And we can show VonDitto able with this character to turn anything into kills. I'm incredibly impressed. Wow, VonDitto's playing tonight. We've always seen them to be a strong player, but they are just looking very clean and careful. Easily able to react to everything Azurada is throwing. There was a bit of a difficulty of X on the first one and almost none second game. Going into the last one, Azurada, usually a favorite even in high latency to win, struggling against the clean and well-designed game here coming from VonDitto. Early X, definitely what Azurada is looking for. Stealing momentum is a key part of this team, so now that that is out of the way, Azurada just needs to find some way to start real estate. Gonna get a clean DHC if they want, or just leave the character in. Finds a throw. Azurada just looking to use projectiles to do the work. Without a super, it's still pretty consistent to just try and trap and zone. Assist gonna take the tank here, but gets the character. It's really a matter of Azurada finding the opportunity to put Gore in, but all on the table. Magic Pixels doesn't get the Gore punished. Ooh. Azurada did assess that there was a reason that she would play risky. Into the X, into the pressure. Ooh, VonDitto is just so close to taking this, but Azurada going to put a strong last fight on this. Back in the day, she was easily one of the most untouchable X players, but definitely the improvement across the board of our other members of this community. Clock ticks, both players out of X. Azurada does have the meter advantage. There is now a lot of chances where she can still take this. Gets a confirm, can't get anything more. Just going to play the distance if they have to. The life lead is in her hands. Strider's going to struggle to kill without bar here. Just enough for Brianak, finds it. And gets Oki with assist. With that, Azurada is going to be out for the night. Ooh, definitely one of the fundamental risks is Ken's so good against projectiles, able to completely blow through the assist and defense. And ooh, up until the point where you got Merry Christmas, looked like there was just nothing that Bobby could do for the first two characters. But suddenly, gonna get able to get DHU. This is gonna be a little unstable because of the height. Legion, oh, this is not what you did want. I'm gonna call that unofficial, but Merry Christmas nonetheless. And just like that, a strange change of fate puts Dobby up 1 against the Loading Demon. You truly hate to see it happen, but let's see if Demon can be strong. Goes for the air reset, but he can just get out of that anytime Dobby. He has air DP, even if you had spaced that perfectly. Close to a guaranteed kill here. I think this should just barely be enough on the last hit Perfect. Trying to swing out and almost got confirmed on, but Dudley does get outspaced on the second hit. Oh. Probably having a little trouble on these confirms. Still connects with the Cajun Strike, taking a huge risk for a very strong reward. Reenact for stability. And Shockwave for consistent kill damage, where Legion sometimes... Loading Demon, afraid of nothing. Instant X Factors. Ooh, Dobby. That actually made a lot of sense. That move has some weird hitboxes, but definitely using block and X Factor cancel, he can stumble quite a bit in positions like this. And that's 2 on the board.
Very solid for the Dobbilicious one, but we know that, when the mix is real, gets to the other side before Loading Demon thought it could happen. But Loading Demon was 100% ready for when that TAC came out. But this Jake, his mix has been very successful in this bracket so far. Oh, went for the reset, but that the hitbox for the reset anti-air command throw was pretty specific. Need to have a very solid setup for it, but able to kill off Magma Dragoon. Oh, saved by the Strider, and because of that, this is looking like it is going to be a Dobbilicious game. Oh no, got the anti-air super, which cannot combo in any situation. Oh no, didn't get the OTG. And this time, it looks like Dobbilicious closes it out with the Gambit, going to move on into Learner semifinals where they will fight ShinyVonDitto. Very solid stuff to Dobbilicious, and Loading Demon rocking the Herald color for base. Or there's some things. Oh, maybe they're going into it. Just took a second. They wanted to have the mutual access to some starter nonsense. Oh, but getting those Sonic Blades on screen, I love the use of the Sonic Blade. It's able to just cover a lot of space and for a long duration with very little commitment from base. Oh, ended up getting the S instead of the Sonic Blade, and this was fast enough to punish into a dead base. This is looking very solid for Young Legend. Is going to be able to build up another meter with this combo. Oh, and Stranger here going to come in, eat this mix-up, but blocks correctly. I would have been crossed up there. Wizard Tim, would you have blocked this cross-up?
Not a chance in heck. That character's ambiguity is definitely something that's been well evolved into being something you don't want to fight.
Ooh, and the Gambit cards keeping Stranger from getting started. X Factor now down to roughly a quarter. This is going to catch Gambit, but the aerial float Servbot was enough to be able to stop HUNK. Saved Gambit. He does lose 80% of his life here, and the rest of it goes to can Commando block.
Oh, nice one. He certainly can. Young Legend ready for the task, and that's saying something.
It's real hard to block, but it looks like BLACKxAKATSUKI here has his level 3 on deck, invests the first 3 meters, has follow-up available. Will it be enough? Ends up going into the guns,
yes.
And I think that Commando barely lives. But X Factor's about to be out, which means he is vulnerable to chip death. And who needs to chip someone when you could crouch light in front of their face and kill them?
And yeah, HUNK proves to be such an instrumental part of any team Akatsuki plays, so sometimes you do ponder, do I need to snap him?
It is very valuable to snap him. I think that base is pretty dead here. Actually super dead here. Going to build back a bunch of meter in the process.
I think base is thinking, I am so glad I was never in Mega Man Legends.
He does not like these tiny servant bots. The curry is not in base's favor. Okay, has the meter for the counter, super. But I think the Servbot still hit him. Oh no, he's able to block in time. That is very fortunate for Stranger. But because of that, Young Legend gets another chance to play, but may not get two because the solid offense by BLACKxAKATSUKI getting in there, even against these staff normals, getting the corner combo, building so much meter in this process. Okay, Servbot, you are small, but that does not protect you here. Okay, went for trying to reflect something. I don't think reflect really works well against any of HUNK's tools particularly. There are some characters it's great against, but grenades here going to just make Servbot's life hard. And this is looking very scary for Young Legend. Got the H, but it was a trade with grenade, and because of that, HUNK gets the full combo for the kill.
Oh, that was an overread. Had to use the X Factor, and man, this is tough.
Yeah, decided to use it instead of the level 3, and now going to kill off Stranger though. Mac incoming mix-up is real. Doesn't do it, instead goes for Ginsu, but hits in footsies, and that is all that Young Legend needs. Ties it up 1-1, getting on the board.
Got that timing just right. I was afraid that summoning would ruin his off-the-ground window.
Oh, and getting some nonsense on screen for base, trying to get control of neutral. And Servbot, I'm curious how much he's gotten to play with base against Servbot, because figuring out which of your tools do and don't work can be very challenging. Oh, ends up bringing in the HUNK, feels more confident in controlling the little Servbot with this character.
Yeah, it's very hard, we see, for anything for Servbot has working on HUNK. So, of course, bringing in the best character for the job.
Ooh, X Factor invested here to kill off the Gambit. Going to definitely get it, probably meterless in this situation. And now Servbot is falling into this mix. Gets the grenade and just decides going to throw grenades at this small robot until everything works out. And, ooh, this can be a little scary if there's a DHC with confirmed not available, but Servbot is done. Captain Commando needs to hold a mix, is able to get out alive.
Oh, this is not good. It's whiff or die.
Oh, but now ended up far away, and you do not want to be far away in the Commando versus HUNK matchup.
Yeah, definitely. Hoover struggles a lot because of the durability advantage HUNK has, so a lot of your anti-zoning tools just don't work for Commando versus HUNK.
Yeah, you need an assist to help you get started, and looks like same team's going into this. Servbot had been able to mess up base the first couple times. Oh, but now base is shooting. Poor Gambit getting these shots on board. Will it be enough to kill? Not quite, but the snap, very well executed snap there. Gets all of the red life from Gambit and gets the block in time, is totally fine. And that was on another jump. Oh, gets the overhead.
Just needs to find a good hit.
Okay, Gambit dies, but gives an opportunity to bring HUNK in. Has the hit, but then the flames of the faulting combo break. This team has had so many combo breaks for Young Legend where they got the hit, but then grenade or flames of the faulting or something just ends up destroying them. And I think with the DHC, this is going to be not quite enough and need to have the follow-up.
One more loop, but it's easy.
And with that, BLACKxAKATSUKI looking very solid. The darkness into the dawn coming through with the highlight of the Stranger, and takes it 3-1 to send Monster Hunter's life pretty hard. Oh, but base may be able to as well, getting to the other side of the screen to the best of their ability.
Multi-hitting projectiles, a huge problem for Monster Hunter on any version of this matchup.
Oh, but Lilith as an assist has been eating a chunk. Oh, got the hit here, but didn't have the confirm because Strider messed it up. 2099, why is your assist so good that it's 2 confirms built in one?
because he ate his breakfast cereal.
2099 must have the FDA reinstated in a better way because that breakfast breakfast cereal. No, in 2099, cereal is not made out of seals. Hopefully, we're on a better path than that, I think. But 2099, do you think that ShinyVonDitto's 2099 ate their breakfast seal this morning, or are they gonna have to try and do this with the branded protein flakes that are out of some awful future development? Looking possible.
Honestly, at this point, it's looking pretty good. I think he's definitely been blocking successfully and strong enough to handle every situation. Yeah, the Wheaties have been consumed here.
Okay, but it looks like Dobbilicious is like...
X Factor, please.
Dobbilicious knows how to handle the Wheaties. This is the end of 2099. Says, I will destroy this in my timeline, and you will never get to have breakfast. I have plans so far into the future.
He's a true Cajun. He doesn't stand for this breakfast cereal when you could have an omelet with hot things in it.
Oh, that... Now that you put it that way,
to kill against the breakfast for
Gambit's
champions. Side. I mean, why I chose Wheaties. Wheaties is the breakfast of champions, says the branding. He made the joke funniest.
Though, I have to say, I'm with Gambit here. If you could have something nice and cooked and spicy for your breakfast, it could be a good start to a day. But looks like the U.S. agent is coming out here instead in order to take out this monster hunter, and immediately goes for the snap, putting her into the back. Both of these players have good Strider 2099, so it looks like there's just that desire to make sure that the character doesn't get to function as anchor and get the kills that they might get. Very solid choice in snapping by ShinyVonDitto. Do you think they will be able to get the kill, or is this just going to be an opportunity for Dobbilicious to get hits with Strider 2099 earlier? Oh, they do!
I think overconfidence, but the key factor I've noticed with this character is, despite what we consider shortcomings, they are one of the most stable parsec characters for getting damage. So they tend to punch above their weight class as latency rises.
Ooh, and speaking of a character that does well, both in online and offline circumstances, Gambit, very solid here. And gets in there with that Ultron, invest the X Factor immediately. I like this decision by ShinyVonDitto. Monster Hunter solo, even if the fighting a team without X Factor, it can be hard for her to get in against this type of a network of characters. Decides to leave the US agent on point for the mix-up.
She also just doesn't get a lot from X Factor she doesn't already have.
Yeah, and she has 5 meters here, but she doesn't really have ways to use it in neutral. Who cares about neutral when you get a combo, though? This is the opportunity for Monster Hunter to kill with a cinematic, and because of that, she has the timed incoming mix-up. What side is this going to be on?
Stay in front, I think.
Oh, Ultron just got out of dodge. Okay, is this going to build enough meter to kill Monster Hunter? With that reset, it probably will. And with that, it looks like ShinyVonDitto is going to be able to get the knockdown. Oh, but does Legion suck, Wizard Tim? That's the only question here.
Here it shouldn't, but fight.
The Hard Light Legion, just good enough. The upgrades over the next 70 years or so working out. It's become good enough to get the kill. Psylocke has no faith in the future, thinks that just because Legion sucks now, the Legions of 70 years from now will be just as sad. I say as if we just have robot tigers rolling around in the current era.
I would love to have robot tigers running around in the current era, but in the meantime, Dobbilicious, ironically, one of the other people to own the Legion Sucks shirt, just refuses to be put into a corner.
Ooh, and US Agent being put into the box of death, and Ultron gets around it. The footsies from Ultron has been very solid consistently, and I've been appreciating this decision to snap in 2099. Oh my gosh, but gets Monster Hunter back in a way that hits, not even just getting her in, but now Ultron has the combo on her. Legion, will you suck? I think that Legion will barely kill. Oh, it did more than its job that time. Legion has been doing okay for ShinyVonDitto. It looks like they've been making sure to pay their hard light construct bills, making sure they're not being reduced to the normal version. They still have premium. But up TAC, I think Ultron's dead, Wizard Tim. Oh, Ultron's super dead.
I do think if you level 3 for sure. Don't question it. You really need this character gone.
No, I agree. Use the meter, and then now you have a 2099 assist available with Gambit and the hit.
X Factor, please.
I agree with you.
There we go. Keeps it consistent and easy.
And with that, Dobbilicious getting another game on the board. Looks like their Gambit definitely doing work. Are we on a game 5, Wizard Tim? Oh no, that was only won by ShinyVonDitto. Looks like the adjustments were real by Dobbilicious. Will they be able to get in there with this US agent footsies and take over? Ooh, great 5M. Lots of backing up until they get the chance to mix up their timing just a little. And sometimes when people think you're doing something, oh gosh, I think US Agent's barely alive, and there's no X to confirm off of this. Ooh, Satellite almost got the chip there.
Good patience on that block from Dobby. Could have gotten caught. The assist is about to get... No, they got both. That is bad.
Oh,
that is
but
good.
X Factor ended up getting used and neither character died. Oh no, didn't get their full confirm on Ultron, but this maybe it was too far away.
Too far.
This is in the range where it's very possible for Ultron to get chipped out by some DHCs, or just to get air thrown, and it looks like Dobbilicious going to go into the wall bounce, builds up a little bit more meter, and now is going to be able to get the kill with only a single bar, and it's a cinematic, so it's all up to the 2099 of ShinyVonDitto to keep them alive in this tournament. They need to take out 3 characters.
To be super conscious on your meter spend. Orbs Jr. may be good to get out of pressure, but you're going to lose a lot of damage to use it. Oh, that late hit.
Dobby making it harder on themselves than they need to, and because of that, ShinyVonDitto can still make this comeback. They have the hit on Monster Hunter here, and very solid use of Brianak. There's still 43 Marvel seconds left, so they don't need to be too rushed.
Be consistent and very efficient here. Oh, what? Okay. Dobby, you can just shockwave at this point. That works too, I guess.
And with that, Dobbilicious moves on to the Learners Finals, where they will fight Young Legend. Congratulations to ShinyVonDitto in placing top 4, and Dobbilicious, good luck in fighting the masterful Young Legend. Do you think
most of you probably haven't picked up the DLC yet for Street Fighter 6 going into the next character pack? Head over to nexus.gg/Avengers. You're going to get the same Steam key, official, mind you. These are straight from CapCom. Price is you'd get on Steam, but 20% of anything you buy as an added kickback is donated to us to help keep these lights on. So do exactly what you would do normally, help out the stream. And we are now into a match where instantly off the throw, as I said, Legend kills.
And going to build up a decent amount of meter after the fact too, because bounce is available, has the assists, going to be able to get up to 3.5 bars, and ends up whiffing at the last moment. Oh no,
we got the weird bounce.
But Servbot still manages to close it out and gets back into the team order. Oh, that could have been the end of Psylocke, but instead it's going to be the end of Servbot. Oh, Servbot is a low health character. Oh, and even though the side thrust was dropped, was able to get that there, and now... would you invest X Factor, Wizard Tim?
Yes. This middle character is one of the strongest assists and damage engines for the team. Still have to respect Commando, but it's a lot better when Gambit is not helping.
Oh, is ninjutsu. She gets to just stay in space, be safe. Oh, but teleports right into the other ninja. Do you think Ginzu was predicting her movements, Wizard Tim?
It's possible. The talents of Ninja are unknown to many people. Oh, that is not safe.
And the other ninja coming in, 2099. Let's see if he's a bit better to take on Ginzu. He's good to happy birthday, both characters. Gambit goes down. Captain Commando comes in, hits with the snap, but it ends up being a trade. Okay, X Factor still at a good half for the Dobbilicious one, and going to be able to use that to clear their battle and take out Young Legend for this first game of our set, going up 1-0.
Definitely, both players getting to pop off there. It feels like a good struggle between both of them playing Gambit and both of them just swinging for the hills and killing their opponent. Oh.
Oh, Servbot is so small. Oh,
that was
that
unfortunate, but he couldn't confirm it.
Okay, gets the block in time. Very fortunate for the Dobbilicious one. But Young Legend definitely in the state. They could have potentially still done the thing. Oh, still can, because Gambit survived. Going to get a chunk of damage here, but now both Gambits are bleeding. But being Cajun does not make you immune to the Cajun strike. This isn't like a spice tolerance thing. You're just going to get wrecked either way. And with that, it looks like Psylocke is going to be destroyed next. No, snaps in for the Strider 2099, and
oh no, overcommit.
Ready.
A little scary there, but here we go.
Bringing back into Psylocke. Oh, is this going to kill? He's a very low health robot. Oh yeah. Okay. I feel like the matchup in between Commando and Psylocke is relatively okay, but the 2099 assist is going to make it much harder. Oh, but gets the cross up. Okay, incoming mix. Gets it, has X Factor available. And sword number 1. And doesn't even need a sword number 2. Ginzu doing the job, and with that, Young Legend tying it up 1-1 against Dobbilicious.
Definitely you're going to see the fact that Dobby's team has a little bit more evasive neutral tools, but they just cannot keep up with the damage the engine Young Legend runs does.
Indeed, and then Servbot able to stall when they need to. Oh, is Strider gonna get out of there? He eats a chunk of damage. Both of them striking their Cajuns. But Dobbilicious has the rawest of S's, and you know when you make Kevin proud, you win games. Isn't that right, Wizard Tim?
Definitely. I mean, the pride of raw S and to kill means that even though it's incredibly unsafe, you are guaranteed usually a fairly optimal combo start.
Oh, speaking of, this is not an optimal start, but it does build lots of meter, and without Gambit, is this going to be the kill? Oh, the happiest of birthdays! Going to catch on Commando.
Try to push a little bit more damage. Got it.
That jump S did so much damage to Servbot.
He is a glass robot.
He's just a glass. He's the same height. Oh, just outside of range, but the rawest of S's again. And we are seeing why Kevin loves that move and why Dobby is very skilled with it.
I was going to say, glass robot as in he was designed to carry drinking vessels.
Okay, and let's see if Young Legend has an answer for all of these raw S's, or if Dobbilicious's ability to swing a stick upward is going to be the end of this tiny robot.
You know what the presidential adage is, right? Speak softly and carry a big stick. Considering Gambit's volume and palette swap, he's definitely pulling that off pretty well.
His big stick is a particularly effective one, too. Oh, is this going to hit both?
Not safe. Barely wasn't able to snap him before. The
mix is real, and because of that, Gambit's going to go down. Psylocke Psylocke is one of the characters that is very good on incoming, though. Has a triple jump and a teleport, but gets thrown immediately and gets snapped. Activates the X Factor while saving the ground bounce. This is going to be able to kill off Strider with these assists. He's able to do it meterless because of that. Ooh, gets the throw.
Nice throw, and barely avoids Lunch Rush, too.
Oh, ended up accidentally crossing up, but it still worked out. Dobbilicious has 5 meters. What do they do with them? Oh, went for the cross up. Now still has a good quarter.
This feels really iconic if you play Marvel 2, right? So like versus Capcom.
So when this situation happens in Marvel 2, the Commando player feels profound sadness because it is not a matchup in Marvel 2. She's like, they're both assist characters, but Psylocke is a character and an assist character, and Marvel 2 Commando is just an assist character. But Pixel Psylocke here, will she get the chance to come back? Not this time, and Young Legend closing it out. Does that bring us to a Game 5, Wizard Tim?
I believe it does. Also, isn't it considered Marvel 2 behavior when playing on the arcade machine that if you run Capcom into Psylocke, you use the secret technique of take hands off the stick and walk away?
That is a very common technique for Commando players. Not only in the Psylocke matchup, they use this technique in a lot of matchups, it turns out. Oh, but that was so good by Ready for that TAC, knowing that there was awkward spacing and the real combo wouldn't work there. But because of that, it's all up to Dark Commando. Do you think him... Well, the thing that's different about Dark Commando from other characters is other characters don't have any friends when they're down to anchor position. Oh, is X Factor going to be enough here, Wizard Tim?
Yes, it should be. He gets a lot of damage. Oop, never mind. Big drop.
Okay, Young Legend can definitely make this comeback, but they are going to have to work real hard to make it happen, especially with the effectiveness of Dobby's normals. But gets in there, going to be able to get this confirmed, and with the Captain Sword, kills off Gambit quickly. Psylocke, double jump, triple jump. Oh my gosh!
Fortunate thing here is it takes so long to kill. I was going to say.
Oh, okay. You have level 3. Had level 3. Just
reenact, please.
Though.
And then put it on. Oh, block.
I liked that Dobby didn't go for Ragnarok or anything. It was like, oh wait, there's no X Factor available. I'm going to take the consistent, reasonable punish that's not hard instead of doing something where I may get Legion betraying me or something like that. Very solid stuff by Dobbilicious, climbing their way back into Grand Final there, because we have so many characters in this game, and there's so many new characters being added so frequently that it can be challenging to figure out. But it looks like this time BLACKxAKATSUKI is going to get the hit with base. Oh, went for the infinite setup, but then didn't quite get it, and because of that, this going in Dobbilicious's way means that there's another chance to kill off the base, and it is successful.
This is aggression on both sides. Both of these characters really can't afford to whiff here because the consistent kills are very matchup
That's not a
dependent, and
projectile.
both of them do favorably.
I think Gambit wins here. He does. So Gambit's cards are very good even against a gun. Like, it turns out being an Omega level mutant actually matters, and BLACKxAKATSUKI able to stock up that grenade, able to get an extra combo in here, but tried for a reset and the reset did not work. Goes into guns again. With DHC, is this going to kill? Gambit survives.
But only till the knife comes out.
Okay, will 2099 get out of the grenade?
Oh, they got out of half of it.
Oh, got the mix but didn't get the confirm? And grenade is good enough. That's going to be the end of 2099 with a level 3. And since BLACKxAKATSUKI's in the winner's side of the bracket, they only need 2 more games to close out this grand finals, while Dobby is going to need to take 6 if they want this. Can she kill base here?
I think their body size makes it a little harder to get those corner landings successfully.
And this loop, every single one of these moves has set hit stun, so it is an infinite. And it looks like BLACKxAKATSUKI is stable enough with it that they're going to be able to do this for a decent amount of time here. Damage is also being done relatively slowly, which is useful because it means that they're just building meter and able to take the match with less chances for their opponent to come back. Very solid, getting it to 200 hits, but Monster Hunter does not need 200 hits to kill a character. She needs like 7. Ooh. Got the shots on both of them. And going to get the chip out there. Very solid stuff for BLACKxAKATSUKI.
Also, the modder confirming in chat that for those watching, that's already been patched and will be added to the next balance adjustment.
Thank you, Cali Kings, for fixing things when they come up as problems. It's appreciated. And something that is a problem right here for BLACKxAKATSUKI is that Gambit didn't die. And that means base does. Stranger going to get crossed up into the TAC. Brianak. Do you think Brianak kills? Oh my gosh, Brianak kills without needing to do anything afterwards here. Blocks on deck. Oh, and got a 2H instead of an advancing guard. And with that, Gambit's going down. 2099, do they get out of the mix? Well, they do, and they get the hit.
We could have just Ragnarok that. Let's keep it simple.
And with that, Dobbilicious getting on the board, tying it up 1-1.
Akatsuki makes it such a tough road. You can see he has a lot of characters that just put you into tight situations and make you panic or fight really hard to get out of them.
Oh, it works on Happy Birthday. Ended up adjusting for the THC. Very solid stuff. Oh, Pixel Monster Hunter? 0 Pixel Monster Hunter. Okay, we have seen Dark Gambit do some terrifying things. Base does have the last bit of X Factor here, and sets up the Infinite. Going to be able to build up some meter for that potential TAC. Oh, no. This time it looks like there will be no need for the THC. Going to just be able to kill off Gambit. And now up 2-1 against Dobbilicious.
I have a very reasonable question. Why does nobody use the suit costume for base? It's so good.
It is pretty great. I appreciate the Cali Kings, along with being a great modder, also is like, I'm going to make sure that my characters have the drip. Like, Blackheart gets a suit, Base gets a suit. It's like, along with being a modder, he's also like an excellent tailor, making sure that his homies are well taken care of. So shout outs to Cali Kings there. Goes into level 3. I like that. Making sure that there's going to be rest of a match instead of just having the...
that gets me every time.
He
Dr. Wiley PNG in the background.
What is that? Seismic Slam? I do not know enough about the Pokemon things. Oh, almost had the OTG with the bounce.
Seismic Toss.
Seismic Toss, yeah. Oh, almost had it confirmed there. I think, is this going to catch? It catches Gambit, and it catches 2099. Okay, this is looking like it may be the end of Dobbilicious' tournament.
Trouble.
Tracking super into tracking super. And with that, BLACKxAKATSUKI takes the set 3-1 over Dobbilicious and is your champion for this evening. Great work to both of these players. Dobbilicious managing to crawl back from the learner side of the bracket. When they got sent there, they had to beat Loading Demon and ShinyVonDitto and Young Legend. But when they fought BLACKxAKATSUKI, he was just too strong.
Congrats, Go, and of course,